Okay, so in today's video about JasmyCoin, first we are going to do a short-term analysis and see what is going on in this specific area, and then we are going to go on some higher time frames, and I'm going to tell you why am I in the midterm still absolutely bullish in Jasmy, and I'm going to actually show you a very specific fractal suggesting that we may potentially have a big move on the upside in JasmyCoin. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember, the last time that we talked about JasmyCoin, we were somewhere around these areas and I was talking about a potential bullish pattern. And if you remember, it was a triangle right in here. Now, I said this pattern at the moment is not confirmed yet. We need to wait a bit more and see a break of the upper line, pullback, and a continuation of the move up. And as you can see, that definitely did not happen. Instead, we got a move on the downside. Does this mean right now I should be bearish? No, definitely not, because again, like I told you also in the previous video, I stand by what I said before. I think this whole move down, as long as we're not taking the lowest low down here about, let's say like 1.9 cents, is still a correction structure and not an impulse, and it means we are going to have at least another move up in Jasmy. And for now, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of evidence suggesting otherwise. Now, in the short term, here is something interesting. This is a very clear-cut 5-wave impulsive structure down, and I guess I can tell you this is another 5-wave down, maybe like we are having an ABC zigzag structure, but at the moment I am kind of struggling to find the subwaves for this whole move on the downside in order for me to be able to say that the bottom is in. Does this mean the bottom is not in? No. But here is what I have to say. In Jasmy, in order for me to be able to be bullish for like very short term with a bit more confidence, I want to see a move up in order to take these two highs right in here about, let's say, 2.4 cents. Why is that? Let's just hide everything. Excuse me. Okay, so what do we have from here to about this low? Just as you can see, constantly lower highs. Now, if we get a move up and in that move we take these two highs, that's actually going to be a good sign suggesting probably this move down is over. So again, if you want to be bullish with a bit more confidence in like very short term, you need to probably wait a bit more. However, again, the overall scenario for me in this area is indeed still bullish, and I think we may have 5-wave up into a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and then I'm hoping that we're going to get a big move up into wave 3, 4, 5 and the start the next phase of the bull run. And this is the extent of the short-term analysis that we are going to do today in Jasmy. Now, let's go on daily time frame and see what is going on. Okay, so in JasmyCoin, we can have different possibilities. Now, at first, I'm going to show you the bearish scenario suggesting that our bull run is probably over. And here is how I can argue that. From the lowest low, I can tell you this is 5-wave up into a wave 1, correction structure into wave 2, a very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up into wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. Let's just do this. Sorry about that one. Okay. And after a 5-wave up, what are we going to have? A correction structure on the downside, which means, well, okay, in Jasmy, there is a chance that we might actually get back all the way down to these levels. And this is going to be probably quite a decent bear market in the next coming years. So this is our bearish possibility in Jasmy. Is it my primary scenario? At least at the moment, I'm going to tell you no. Why is that? Because in JasmyCoin, I think there is a very good chance that this initial move on the downside is actually corrective, and we are having in here, like I told you earlier, a 5-wave impulsive structure up. Now, based on this, I can tell you maybe we are having an extension structure, meaning this can be wave 1 correction structure into wave 2, and after our wave 2 is over, or who knows, maybe it's over already, we're gonna get a big move up into wave 3, 4, 5, and then at that point, okay, fair enough, this white 5-wave up is probably going to be into a larger degree wave 5, and our bull run is gonna be over. This right now is going to be my primary scenario. Now, every single possibility should have a very important invalidation point, and for this scenario, it's going to be taking the lowest low down here about, let's say, like 1.5 cents. Why is that? Because if we take this low and for example we do something like this, at that point chances of this bullish possibility being in play is not really going to be that high. And I'm not saying this is at that point going to be like absolutely impossible. No, there is no certainty in any market. There are only probabilities. And that's why I want to say, in case that we take the lowest low down here, about 1.5 cents in JASMY, chances of this scenario happening may not be that much for me. And that is going to be at that point my alternate scenario. And the primary one is going to be, unfortunately, the bearish possibility. Now, in the interest of getting your hopes up a bit, let's go on another chart. I think it was on Bitfinex. Yep, there we go. So you see, we have seen these types of structures, this like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like another 1 and 2 structures so many times. And here is a very specific fractal for you. And I'm going to tell you in a bit, where does this thing come from? But pay attention to this. You see, we are having in this phase a very choppy move down. Same here in JasmyCoin, followed by that very strong move up. And in this phase, we barely take this high. And in JasmyCoin, the situation is also pretty much the same, followed by that a correction structure down in here. And also in JASMY, we are having kind of the same deal. Now, where is this fractal from? You probably have heard of it. In case that you are a regular viewer, it's actually from Bitcoin. Let's go on BTC's chart, maybe from crypto.com. Yeah, sure. Okay. So let's just hide everything. Excuse me. Okay. That fractal was actually this move on the downside right in here in Bitcoin. And what happened after this move down was over? We got a fantastic move on the upside. And from here, so far, we are having about, let's say like a 4x move. Now, if something like this is going to happen in JasmyCoin, that means from here, we can go to somewhere around 10 to 15 cents, which I do think it's actually kind of realistic. But here is a very important point for you. In Bitcoin, in this phase, did we actually take this low? The answer, as you can see, is absolutely not. So that's why I want to say in JasmyCoin, again, we can be bullish and our primary possibility can be the one suggesting that we are having probably in here a 1-2 structure and the next phase of the bull run is going to start soon. But you should always consider a very important invalidation for your scenario, and taking these lows for me matter that much. As long as we're not taking them, I can definitely tell you, look, this is 1, this is 2, and hopefully we are going to start a fantastic move up into wave 3, 4, 5. And again, like we talked about it so many times in this channel, I think you are probably bored of hearing it. If we get a move up and in that move, we actually get a break of this level, at that point, a lot of people are going to say, you know what, this is a great cup and handle structure. And the target, according to this pattern, is going to be somewhere around the 10 cents region, which is at the same time a very important resistance area as well. So for now, in the mid to long term, I think we are looking great in JASMY, and also in the short term, I do think that we can say our move down is over, but let's just wait a bit more and see, are we going to get a move up in order to take these two highs? If we take them, that is going to be a great sign for us. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in JasmyCoin's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.